So this video will be a follow-up to the previous video, Soul Mechanics and Dynamics, where we take a look at the inner workings of the brain and how the soul actually communicates through the whole of the brain, as the brain acts as a holistic receiver. We will primarily be looking at the pineal gland, the claustrum, and the pyramidal cells. Three parts of the brain that I see have largely escaped the true functions when you look at modern neuroscience. So if we take a look at history and media these days, and the media of history, we can find such things as in ancient Egyptian texts, where they have a being holding a bag and a pine cone in one hand, the bag in the other hand, and the bag contains the soul. The being is a dimension, the 11th dimension, and he's holding the pine cone. So the soul is speaking through a dimension into your pineal gland. And we can look at New Age media, and we see the third eye all over the place when it's connected to spirituality. It's always situated exactly where the pineal gland would be, at the back of the third ventricle within the brain. And we can even look at Pinocchio, Italian translation, Pine Eye. I believe this was written by an Italian writer a long time ago, and before it was stole from Disney. Most probably also a Freemason. The story about a young boy, a puppet. He starts off as a puppet because he's following his carnal urges, and then he starts listening through the pineal gland to a higher set of information, his intuition, and then he becomes a real boy. And so a quick look at the pineal gland. It's situated within the third ventricle, like I said, behind the thalamus. It is mostly known for its production, its secretion of hormones like melatonin, etc. And it also secretes DMT that slowly trickles down, maybe not so slowly, into the spinal fluid, then out through the nervous system, into most of the body. It's mostly what people mean when they talk about Kundalini energy or having a Kundalini awakening, is when the spinal fluid increases its frequency due to the chemical changes in the liquid. Now taking a look at the claustrum, this is two thin sheets of more dense matter on the side of the hypothalamus, also the sides of the pineal gland and the third ventricle, that has three long axons. These are the tails of neuron cells or nerve cells, and they stretch around the whole cranium. These are the only axons that stretch around the whole cranium. They come from the claustrum. There's a very important reason why. The claustrum is recorded as becoming most active in times of dreams, high passionate exercises, intuition, and imagination. And now taking a short look at pyramidal cells. As the name alludes to, they are pyramid-shaped. They also have a small microtubule tube protruding out the top, like an antenna. Pyramidal cells are found throughout the whole cerebral cortex, through all layers of the folds. These are the cells that are most interconnected throughout the whole brain. Their axons reaching also into the areas where the pyramidal cells themselves don't sit. The reason for this is so that they can better organize and direct and orchestrate the new neuronal pathways. Why are these particular parts of the brain important to understand in relation to one another? And why does modern neuroscience still know so little about them? We have to understand that neuroscience is only measuring the chemical reactions that happen within the brain, but not the reasons for the chemical reactions. This always, to this day, remains a mystery. But there is a slow understanding now, as our devices and our technology increases in resolution and spectroscopy. There are things called ultra-weak photon emissions. And as our technology advances in this direction, we will also begin to unfold more of this picture of what's really causing these chemical reactions. So, as we've already established, the soul communicates primarily through intuition, imagination, dreams, and high times of passion or excitement. Like most of the body, the grey matter within your cerebral cortex is also highly conductive. This is for cell communication, but especially more so within the brain. As the soul communicates from a plasma cloud through entanglement into the pineal gland, the information is then passed through the thalamus to the claustrum, and the claustrum is connected to the whole brain. Then this energy is passed to the pyramidal cells, as they have antennas to receive. The reason for this is so that the whole brain can experience the energy within dreams, for example, that the soul is trying to communicate. So you have a whole sensorial experience. The soul is communicating to you through your pineal gland the whole time. The brain acts as a holistic mechanism, not divided. There's no parts that work separate from other parts, as neuroscience once believed. It requires the whole brain. And the brain is made up of what we will call two minds. One is the plasma cloud consciousness we call soul, and the other mind grows with you as you've grown. It's from your experiences, from when you were born, before you were born in the womb. And this mind acts as a comparative mind. It compares things and it analyzes things. It's the way we navigate physical reality and organize. Think of things from the soul's perspective, existing outside of our usual time frames and our understanding of time. It sees all possibilities at any given time, as reality itself is tangential and fractal, splitting off the whole time with every decision or change, heartbeat, whatever it is. Time splits off the whole time. Reality splits off in fractals billions of times a second, you could say. And the soul has the bird's eye view and knows exactly where you are and where your attention is. It's always channeling to you the best route, the best decision to make. This is happening 24 hours a day, the whole time. All you have to do is be quiet. You have to slow down the body's mind, stop analyzing things so much, and listen to your intuition, or listen to your gut, as people say, and pay attention to your dreams. Often, the soul is trying to show you different timelines of potential futures past or parallel timelines. Sometimes they seem negative, so the soul is trying to elude you to take a better perspective on the thing that's relevant to your life at the present moment by using other timelines that maybe will benefit you. They will always benefit you, but maybe they will benefit you in a positive way, or maybe seeing this experience will benefit you in a negative way. It might be an experience you don't want to experience, and it's trying to show you what will happen if you continue down the road you are currently on, and vice versa. So generally speaking, if we slow down the body's mind, we let go of things like fear, irrational fears. We allow for other energies to come through. And in time, if we meditate even, this helps solidify imagination. Then in time, our brain cycles per second slowly increase. This increases your mitochondria efficiency. The heart rate slows down. You become more intuitive, more aware, and anxiety starts to recede out of your life. Thanks for listening. Stay intuitive.